Good evening. RGD and BGM here, back on the case. But this is the police. Got our handy dandy detective notebook ready.
Handy dandy detective notebook.
To try to remember who's doing their job and who's not.
No black employees at City Hall. Mayor says accent. Shea Broom elected as Freeburg. Okay.
Well, I read, you control. Why we got this backwards? We're a lot out of practice here. It's been almost a month.
Has it?
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
I'm kind of peckish.
Roy, I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home?
No.
Roy has a square on his record already. Her record. You remember what square and square with an X inside of it meant? Stop drinking.
But
it's not even booze.
It's Margarita Day.
What do you mean? It's not.
It is too. Let me hold on.
Now is not the time for that.
Okay, Google. When is Margarita Day?
They're gonna trip people's phones out on the recording.
National Margarita Day in the United States of America will be on Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017.
Ha!
Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. In 1 hour and 8 minutes. 1 hour. Ooh, where to get free cheap margaritas?
Hey, we're working through police work here.
We're working. What?
You have a stripe if you want to give it to somebody.
Yeah, I do.
Stovall has 3 check marks. Also has 2 stripes already. Van Dahl has had 3 in a row after failing his first one.
Okay.
Robbins has 3 for 3.
Okay.
Butch Jr.'s 2 for 2. Remember, you send them the incompetent ones with the good guys so they get boosted up.
What about Big Roy?
Although you also...
Mr. Roy.
Big Roy, 2 for 2.
So we can give Mr. Roy something.
Oh, that's right. He's the new guy. Got 1 day on the job.
1 day? No.
Well, this is his second shift that he's done.
What's that Hode guy?
Hode failed his first one and then has 2. Past 2 after that. I mean, you're not very many days in, so. And when you do give it out, it will give a professionalism boost. You could also try to save it for Yancey's 3 for 3 on shift B.
Oh, I only get 1 per shift? Or 1 per...
You have 1 right now. If you give it out, you won't have 1 for shift B.
Oh, then I'll save it for that person.
Yancey.
That's what I said.
You Muzak?
No. What's this tambourine crap?
A sweet ginger green.
That's what I said.
You don't have to have music.
Oh my god.
I'm just sighing at the fact that you don't like it.
I don't like music.
Great
I
music.
don't like music. What's this?
Bud Meets Bob.
What is that?
That's a song. It's music, so you won't like it.
It's okay. Not everyone has to like music.
You do, you just don't. A few months ago, an unregistered feminist organization appeared in Freeburg. Today, they are holding their first protest. As far as we know, the organization is backed by foreign sponsors, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show them who's in charge. Use batons and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. Let's show them what intimidation looks like up close and personal.
What? Who is in City Hall?
Fred Rogers, or Frank Rogers, whatever his first name is.
They need to get a grip. What's that? Oh.
That's the feminist protest at Desire Park. About 50 women are gathered in the park chanting, "Let us be successful."
What?
You have to send 4 officers and SWAT.
Golly, they're just a bunch of women.
Or just ignore it,
Oh, I could do that.
I think.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can just ignore it if you want.
What? Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it.
So
What
just
do I
close,
do?
just close it. Are you
Yes.
sure you don't want
Yes.
to send the officers?
Yes.
Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city.
Yeah.
We have Results. Mr. Boyd, your psyche is in good shape. My only concern is your stress level. My research shows that Beethoven's music soothes and relaxes the nervous system. I recommend you invest in a bit of good old Ludwig van. What? That is so dumb. I can't even begin. It will help with any violent urges you might be feeling.
I'm feeling violent urges.
Towards somebody.
Right.
Yikes. Tomorrow's the deadline to eliminate the Red Mask Gang.
Didn't I already do that?
Do you have somebody on the case?
Didn't I already do that?
No, you have to get all the way to the top. Hostage situation at the law firm. A dissatisfied client entered some law offices with a pistol, took several employees hostage, and demanded a meeting with the firm's partners. These shyster Jews took me for a ride. They sucked up all my money, and my son still went to jail.
This is something that requires real police officers. Okay, so definitely. Should I send
You could have
SWAT?
sent your 2 drunk old men to the women's riot.
Oh, that's a good idea. No, but it says you have to.
You had to send 4.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that. I'm glad I didn't. That's malarkey. Should I?
Oh, that's right, because Roy's not an old man. Can't get over it.
Well, and we have a Roy that's a guy too, so like it's really confusing. This music is terrible. Songs.
I don't think you can stop it.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Robbins. Oops.
I think you can just click too. Maybe.
Vandal Grant. Should I send SWAT?
Hostage situations are often an occasion for SWAT usage.
He has got a gun. Okay.
So you want to go to investigations.
Okay.
Gangs. So are you able to do... have you started going after him?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to arrest it. What if you click on Jin Yang? Start to investigate. See if you can get it done today. Mosler is an alcoholic. That's the only note I have on these guys. Or at least had a day where he's got drank too much.
Like your mom drank too much. I mean, everybody on the case we can get for that.
Mafia assignments. Jack, there's something going down today at Rubinovich Casino at 12:40. $8,000 if you ignore it.
That's fine. I'll just ignore it. I need my people to do other stuff anyway. Like, deal with topless women.
What? No one of them were topless.
Wait, what? Whoa.
Okay, last picture show theater. Another investigation. There's an arson. It's okay to wait. You can't wait forever, but you can just close it out for now. If you wanted to start one, you could pull somebody off the other case and assign them here if you wanted.
Okay.
For now, all you can do is close it. Investigation has started here, which we don't have any frames yet, so nothing to do yet. We usually read those once we have frames.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Hostage situation report. Oh, Grant died.
Oh,
as did the civilian. Even with SWAT there and all your best guys.
Oh my gosh.
Stovall, Robbins.
That's terrible. I feel so
Vandal.
terrible. That's the second woman I've lost.
Ooh. Grant. How did I mark? Who was the other one we lost?
That Chinese lady. Or Japanese lady.
Kochi? I don't know. Oh. You don't have to put music on. So put a little skull and crossbones.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. That's the robbery you're supposed to ignore.
What?
Mainly
He's
seen
carrying
with
a grenade.
Threw a duffel bag onto the floor and demanded to be filled with money.
Ugh, I didn't know they were going to do that. Well, I don't have a SWAT. I don't SWAT anyway.
Yeah, you already used your one time.
So it doesn't matter.
You can just click on the arson banner there. Oh, that's right. So do you want to pull somebody off?
Yeah,
or concentrate on the one? You can. Yeah, what you have to do is go to investigations here on the side.
Okay.
And click on sale of stolen goods. And go to detectives and you should be able to pull somebody off. Like maybe take Beasley. I mean, Case is such high value. Well, I think once you start him, you can actually assign the Shift B detectives to the other case. But it has to get started first. Make sense?
Should put Armstrong here?
Oh, you could. I mean, there's pressure to shut them down by tomorrow, but you don't necessarily have to. I think you can still finish the case. There's Beasley. And then back to the investigations tab. That's the same robbery. Oh, we have to wait for it to start, I guess. So, never mind. Just hold on for now.
Okay. I'll be so mad at Sands if he kills anyone.
Pick something. Let's go. Let's go. Mr. Boyd, today we're installing a new slot machine called Super Magdalene 3. The last time we put it in a new one of the bigger kids almost broke it the first day. It would be great if you could send us a couple of your men to keep the kids under control.
Yeah, I'm a little busy right now.
Are you? You have nobody out on the case. I'm not telling you to send them. I'm just correcting your logic.
Here, I'm sending Roy and Birch. Okay?
Yep, send the old cops to move the machine around. Although technically they're not moving it. They're just watching.
They're just watching it.
Watching the so-called kids. No one died. Oh!
Oh, shit!
Oh, no, someone did. Oh, sorry about that. I spoke too soon. So you're mad at the mob boss. What are you going to do to him?
People weren't supposed to die. Look, if they want to rob a place, whatever.
Okay, so now you can close this, go back to investigations, and put your people on it.
Okay, will this hold if I...
Yeah.
Okay.
Arson.
So both cases have 3 people now?
Yes. Pregnant girl called in a report on a suspicious gynecologist who she met in reception. The doctor was behaving very strangely. And attempted to persuade the girl to have an abortion, though she was already 5 months pregnant. Through streaming tears, she explained the doctor said for only $10,000 he would save me from the parasite inside my body.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Ah.
I have nothing on this Chinese case. Hopefully we get some frames in before the end of the day. Everything went great, boss. In fact, it's been a while since we had that much fun. We beat the hell out of them playing Hellfighter. Okay. So do we count that as a win for Roy, Birch and Roy? They've technically never failed you on cases. Housewife Takara Montez often complains to the police about her neighbors. They're constantly making a racket and often get into fights, always refusing to discuss things with their neighbors. She's called the police again today after hearing loud bangs in the apartment along with loud screams. According to her, about 6 or 7 people live in there.
Well, I don't want to send everybody.
Well, don't. The indications there are just the maximum.
Right.
In fact, I believe you can only send 1 if you want to only send 1 guy. There's also the middle of the ghetto, so...
And since I lost somebody on my shift already... Oh, I feel terrible.
Doctor spots the police, grabs a scalpel, and boldly shouts, "Come on, I'll release your souls from this filthy world."
What?
Restrain, pepper spray, tase him.
Tase him?
Don't you shoot somebody with a taser? You don't hit them with it. It doesn't tase them if you just strike them.
No, tase them is that thing.
Well, there are different versions. There are some that like launch a bolt.
I'm just gonna pepper spray him.
Right. Big Roy and Vandal.
I'm sick about Grant.
So she and Butch had ones that... It was a dash. Oh, false alarm, maybe. Jack, we're about to bring in a large shipment of alcohol. We've heard our new partners like to play tough. Need a couple of your guys for insurance.
What? Birch and Roy?
Why are you trying to get them killed or what?
I don't even know what to do.
I don't know. There's one thing. Is there a difference between turning a blind eye or versus actually sending people to help them directly?
I know, right? Is there? I don't know.
I don't know.
But the thing
Are
is...
your officers at all aware of what's going on? Versus, hey boys, go help the mob.
Right? No, and he killed someone last time.
He did, just today.
He can deal with it himself. He has
his own guy.
And he has money.
Ooh, more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements.
Golly. Well, that was a good choice I made.
I'm glad he didn't send them in alone. Like I was gonna do.
Oh, what?
A call came in from a hotel occupant who was concerned about the cries of a woman in the adjoining room. Sounds to me like someone's being raped, said the frightened elderly woman. And Roy and Vandal are back just in time.
I'll send her right too.
Roy and Roy, officers, on the streets.
I'm so mad at Netflix. Golly, I was watching Rosemary in Time. Oops, arson.
There were 3 frames for the arson. Right. Theater management says the incident occurred during the screening of the Jim Jarmusch film Stranger Than Paradise. The screen is ruined and members of the audience suffered minor injuries in the panic. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. Jersey Kotzel, the usher. I remember a girl with bright red hair. I sold her a ticket after the show started, although I usually don't do that. But she was really, really nice. I noticed a bottle in her hand, but I thought it was soda. I wouldn't think such a pretty young lady would come to the movies with anything hard. David McKay, theater visitor. I sat in the last row. A few minutes after the film started, I heard someone enter the room and slam the door. I was going to say something because I don't like it when someone distracts me from Jarmusch's vision. Then I saw a flash of fire and a flaming bottle flew straight at the screen. Pavel Kochi, theater visitor. When the screen caught on fire, I thought it must be part of the show. You know what I heard? That Jim Jarmusch guy is from a nut house. Navin Armstrong, theater visitor. When the fire started, I immediately started looking around for a way out. And that's when I spotted her, the red-headed fool. She ran away quick. There wasn't time to do anything.
Well, obviously this goes here.
Have her... Is she red-haired in that picture? You can click on it to get it bigger, or can you tell? Doesn't look too red-haired to me, but it could be.
Is she running away in that picture? What is she doing here?
Oh, she's boarding up the exit. And then it's like she's running in without permission, which is not the case.
Right.
So I don't think we have the pictures we need here. I'm not even sure that is a redhead. Alright, still looking good.
I'm trying.
What? Marta Roy was killed in a car accident? According to
What?
preliminary
Why was she
reports, it appears
driving?
she was drunk.
Why was she driving? Oh.
You didn't send her anywhere.
Yes, I did, remember? I sent her with those other two.
Oh. Was she driving herself?
Why was she driving?
Don't they go together?
Yes! OMG. That was not meant to happen. Ugh.
Alright, 3 frames for the stolen goods case. Alright, seller Jin Yang always handles the big deals personally. Chinese businessman Bo Shu recently arrived in Freiburg last week. He's convinced that the necklace was stolen from his family back in the 17th century. Jin Yang typically pretends to be a regular restaurant visitor and tells the buyer in advance which table to find her.
You guys, with everything, I just can't handle this game. Like we just
That's nothing to do with the subject matter. It's just the grammar.
Get the
Ludwig von.
Golly.
Where to find her at? Po Shu prefers to travel without a bodyguard or driver so as not to attract too much attention. Jin Yang always insists on full payment up front and never deals in cash. So in what does she deal? Alright, so we have a car or taxi going to the restaurant. We have guy leaving restaurant. Guy entering restaurant? Possibly? You can click on these to zoom in.
Well, what about something like
Somebody
this?
approaching, lady at table, lady handing over package.
Well, what if this goes here?
Is he entering or exiting?
I don't know.
Could be either. There you go. Suspect is Jin Yang, owner of the Wise Dragon restaurant. Oh, a guy named Case on the case. I mean, how else could it go? Everyone live. Everyone live. Okay, good. Stovall, Robbins, Hood, Birch. Stovall, Hood, Robbins. Birch. The door to one of the rooms on the second floor is standing ajar, and through it can be seen a large man holding a crying girl by the neck. He's striking her in the face and shouting, "Shut up, you whore! I paid to you! Now keep quiet." Point a gun at him, strike him in the knees. Let the woman go or you're dead. The girl managed to escape, but her pimp leaps for the man, and another fight breaks out. Use pepper spray, try to separate them, or let them fight.
But another fight? Who's?
Where did the pimp... From where did the pimp come?
Yeah. Where'd the pimp come from?
Where the pimp at? Go on, say it right. The man shoves the pimp away and suddenly jumps out the window. Was that after being pepper sprayed? How? Isn't that what you did? This doesn't seem right.
I did.
Did you miss?
How do I miss 2 men that are fighting on the ground with pepper? Or I don't have to be on the ground, I guess. I don't know.
Did you shoot him in the back of the head with the spray? I mean, what?
I'm not shooting him in that. I'm not shooting him. Run down the stairs.
Or
I'm
jump
not
out
jumping out the window.
But can you catch up to him if you run down the stairs?
Look, I'll just try.
Got him. Big Roy and Van Dahl. Van Dahl's got 6 in a row after his first failure. Most of the time, Jin Yang can be found in her restaurant. You have to send 2 officers and the lead investigator, so just close and wait for those guys to come back. Listen to me telling you what to do. Oh no! You ran out of time!
No, I didn't!
It closed down. Oh, shit. Hopefully you can get him first thing in the morning.
What a horrible day.
You were so close to getting those guys. I'm gonna feel bad for you if you miss out, because you had them.
Damn it.
Each of your employees receives a weekly salary, the ones who are still alive anyway, but if you bury the paperwork, you can pull in some money from any deceased officer's salary so long as they're alive and healthy on paper. City Hall will keep printing perfectly healthy paychecks. Declare Grant dead?
Yeah.
The other thing is, so you can get money, but you lose the officer slot, as well as being a horrible person.
Roy was a horrible person. I'll delay the paperwork on Roy, at least, for a week.
Very well. Boss, I quit. I just want to spend some more time with my family.
No!
Case is the best guy. 3 stripes, 880. This is probably the worst day ever.
This is the
2
worst.
dead. Case quits.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to talk about the investigation.